Greetings. What's up, y'all? Just came through to do a live real quick. Tap into the energy, see what's going on for you guys. I got ashes all over me. Hey, what's up? All right, let's get it going. Shout out to my moderators. Mm, excuse me, y'all. Shit. What's up, son? All right. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. So off top, I feel like now this could be like a low key past energy I'm picking up on though, but I feel like for some of y'all it's present. Um, I feel like you tried to give somebody the game. You know what I mean? To set them up so they wouldn't have to stress, so they wouldn't have to go through too much bullshit, so life could be smooth, right? But I feel like somebody doubted you. And I feel like this person doubted you because you live maybe like a simplistic lifestyle. And so, to these people or this person, however it fits for you, they didn't see the flashy shit. They didn't see the flashing lights or the sparkles and all this shit. So, they didn't believe. This is somebody who leads by sight and not faith. So, they don't really know how to like manifest some shit and then see the beauty in it as it's growing. They want to jump straight to the outcome of shit, like the grand finale. This is the type of person that don't like to be seen starting from the bottom, right? And so they met you along your journey where possibly you were starting from the bottom, but you had grand ideas and you had beautiful things working beneath the surface through your guides, your ancestors, and your higher self. So, since this person didn't have faith in themselves, they didn't have faith in you. So they counted you out before the chips even fell, before the cards was all laid on the table. They counted you out. Hey Esmeralda. Um, so yeah. So now you've been put in this divine space to where your manifestations are bearing fruits. And these manifestations are bearing fruits in several types of ways. So don't just think material shit, okay? Because some of you guys are being granted keys. Like, sorry, we talked about keys the other night. But some of you guys are being granted keys, you know? And so these keys are going to be in your pocket. You're not going to wear these keys on a chain around your neck. So some people ain't going to see the doors that have been open for you, and they shouldn't. Everything ain't for everybody to see, okay? The transformations that are taking place in your life right now are on a very sacred, private ass level. They not for everybody to see. They not for everybody to know. And you don't got to go around with a fucking banner talking about them. because everybody's journey everybody's journey is tailor made to their own energy signature. And we always talk about energy signatures because I'm trying to show you guys that your energy signature is what you are, what makes you who you are, and it's going to be different than everybody else's. Somebody could be having the same bag of tools as you, trying to build the same thing as you, but your energy signature will bring a different outcome to the shapes, the formations of the things that you're building in this realm and in the other realms. So that's why I always talk to you guys about energy signatures, because they're important. When you are in connection with your energy signature, you're also in connection with your personal energy, so you know when it's being tampered with, when it's being altered by the circumstances and the environments you're in. That's how you master yourself, low key. So pay attention to that right now, and know that the upgrades that you're receiving are tailor-made to you. You can't expect somebody even laying next to you in the same bed to have the same energy signature as you. You can't expect somebody walking the same path as you to have the same revelations that you have. And to think so is to be foolish and ignorant. So right now, you're just being called to stand firm in your own energy signature and prepare. All right, let's get into the cards. Hey, stop me from whining, you're whining. You said, okay, so you got the Princess of Discs, the kindergarten teacher. Now, this is low key like pinnacles. The discs are pinnacles for this. And so it's like right now, we was just talking about growing and energy signatures and shit. This Princess of Disc is like, you've learned so much and you've grown so much, but you still are tapped into that inner child. And that inner child is what's going to help you to teach other people who could possibly just be starting out, or who are like at a certain part in their journey. Now, this is not going in aggressively belittling them and being condescending about the path they're on. This is like guiding them and showing them and helping them grow. Because when you think about a kindergarten teacher, she ain't in the class like, hey, you little bitch ass kindergartner, you don't even know 5 plus 5 yet. Like, she not talking to them like that. She actually teaching them shapes and colors and forms, like we just talked about the energy signature. So a lot of the people around you and a lot of you guys are in this space where you're like learning these shapes and forms that create your energy signature, and you're learning how to identify different shapes and forms around you and the people around you too, and the environments around you and the places you go and the people you talk to, right? So some of you guys are reaching this zen ass vibe. Like, look at her. She look like she just chilling, right? So you chilling because you know there's more to learn. Yes, you're at this space because certain teachers choose to teach certain grade levels, right? And these may be grade levels that they've mastered, or grade levels that are just endearing to them, that they feel they could be more productive in. So a lot of you guys right now are choosing spaces to be in that you know you can be productive. You're producing things. You're starting things from the bottom up, because kindergarten, well, of course we have preschool, but kindergarten is like that level where you start to remember things and things are implanted in you, and you start to really shape your characteristics and your personalities on a different, like an outward level. So a lot of you guys are growing and starting to like show that growth, you know, and it's beautiful beginning stages. So don't think that if you're not all the way doing this or whatever, that you're on the wrong path. You're really just like starting things out and figuring out who you are in this new realm that you have dived into, right? Spirit. You got the universe. Thank you, Spirit. Which means the world. So yeah, with this energy right here, it's like your whole world is like reshaping, taking form. It's like you started from the bottom, but on a super ass divine level, which is allowing you to gain the world. Like the world is at your fingertips. There's so many things that you guys can do. Like this stream we on right now. This is a world energy because it's on the internet. The internet is represented by the world too. So a lot of you guys are online and shit, trying to figure things out, trying to learn new skills and stuff like that. So I feel like that's great. And I feel like the skills that you learn are going to give you these keys we talked about, this world right here. Like she taking steps. You know what I mean? Into a whole nother galaxy though. And shit like she Andromeda or something, like she going into a whole nother portal. But the portals are open right now. So a lot of you guys are tapping into other dimensions, seeing yourselves in other aspects, which is just seeing yourself in that parallel dimension that we be talking about too, you know? So in your resting state, which some of us call sleep, like you're traveling, you're astral traveling, you're seeing things, you're having sex, you're making babies, you're making families, you're fighting wars, you're laughing, you're traveling, climbing mountains, you're swimming, like you're doing all these kinds of things. Some of you guys are hunting in other realms. Like it's a whole lot of shit going on right now. So this is saying with the universe card that you also have support from the universe, but this is saying don't get trapped inside no boxes, because like it's not going to be beneficial for your journey right now. That's why I don't like people boxing me in. Don't call me nothing. Don't place no titles to me. Like, because we're always evolving. You know? We're literally like universalists when you think about it. All these different teachings and sacred teachings we seek out. Right? So this is also a successful new beginning, no, with this universe and this kindergarten teacher, the Princess of Wands. This is like a the Princess of this. This is a very new beginning. It's like a successful resurgence of energy. You have been placed in a small aspect for so long because you were being taught things and you were like, yo, why am I stuck right here? Blah, blah, blah. But it's because you were like gaining the world at the same time. The universe. See, like, you guys are like really blended in with the ethers. Like, it's a magical weird ass vibe. It's like time has stopped in a certain space for you, but on the outside world everything is moving around. Like it's just a crazy ass vibe. I really can't verbalize it, but I can see it. It's like, okay, it's like you could see the Matrix, you could see the holographic universe, you could see all of that shit. You're in the like I always say, we're in a time capsule, like speeding through like different spaces. You got victory, different realms, dimensions, different universes. Okay, so you got victory here in the upright position at the bottom of your deck. This is low-key like the Six of Wands. So like I said, with the universe, this is a successful new beginning. Like you are really taking off. Like look at this motherfucker, like taking off but reaching that finish line. Ain't nobody beside him. So this means that this person has beat the bullshit. Okay, beat out the competition for some of you guys. Really reaching that plateau, like where you want it to be. You're finally seeing that finish line. And so Spirit is saying, stop worrying. This is victory. Plain and clear. Ain't no real metaphoric shit to it, but success. Achieving this success here. With the Princess of Pentacles, the universe, and now the victory card, Six of Wands. Like, you're really stepping into your power. Everything is being aligned for you in divine alignment. So don't be fighting and struggling down here to create something that is out of the scope of what needs to happen for you. Okay, so you got love here coming out next at the bottom of the deck. This is low key like the Two of Cups. So you're gonna have some people that really resonate with you. You resonate with them. You guys are going to be coming into alignment with divine partners. And this is in business as well as I'm hearing as in love. Okay. And friendship too. Never just put relationships that turn into a box where you think relationships mean romantic only, because that's where we fuck up at. We are in relationship with so many things. Even our pets, even our family, our friends, our business partners, our business associates. These are all relationships. So with this in the upright position, this is letting me know that business and all types of things where you have to come together are going to be successful. You had the business. See, business is going to be successful because that had nothing to do with this card. You had the victory card right here coming in the upright position to let you know this is the setting the tone, okay? So, yeah, this Two of Cups, if you are looking for business partnerships or just to have clients or people that want to invest in you, believe in you, you're going to have that. You're going to have that. Okay. You got debauch in reverse here. So any like fucked up ass energy, habits, codependencies and things like that are being broken. I'm hearing that some of you guys could have been drinking too much to the point where you weren't even to make money. That's going to be easing up for you too. But I'm also hearing that you were drinking to numb the pain from something. Okay? So, you're going to be given some healing from that. Okay, you guys are being healed from any negative energy that was coming towards you as well. Ashe. Yeah, with futility coming out in reverse, right when I said that, yeah, any negative energy, any daggers that were being thrown towards you in the esoteric realm or in this fucking 3D realm, it's done. Okay? I'm also hearing, though, that some of you guys are dealing with some stubborn ass motherfuckers who just want to inflict pain on people just because they've been going through it, or just because they not getting their way. They gonna get their way, but they ain't gonna like their way. You got to be mindful of the shit you thinking too with this card, because this is low key like the Seven of Swords. So like those false friends, those false flags, and all this stupid shit that was going on is about to be revealed to you. And you got to make sure that you aren't one of those things in your own life. But I feel like all that sneaky bullshit and all that backstabbing ass energy is really moving out. It's moving out. We've dealt with it in the collective for way too long. We've talked about it too long on too many readings and all of this shit. It's getting revealed to you, and it's your responsibility to do what you need to do with that information that is being revealed to you. Because some of you guys are emotionally tied to some of these people, okay, or these energies. You've got the Knight of Cups coming out, the seducer. Okay, so Seven of Swords in reverse here with futility in reverse. So look, some of the people that were betraying you were like people that knew what buttons to push. They knew how to stroke you. They knew how to stroke your ego. Um, they were a player. They was. I'm only laughing because it's being. I said it was going to be revealed, and it's being revealed right now. Okay, they thought they was like a smooth talker, and maybe they were. But I feel like you see it through the bullshit at this point. You like, okay, I see you. You know, so you're really not putting no stock into that. Some people just thought they knew how to get to you, but they really didn't know shit. You got the star coming out in reverse. So these people probably thought they was like the star in your life, but you snatched that star back and placed that energy into yourself. Okay? Like, nah. Maybe you had somebody on a pedestal and you decided to knock their ass down a peg because they was just wilding. Yeah, they were wilding here. With the Three of Swords in reverse. Worry. I'm sorry, sorrow. Yeah, sorrow in reverse. You had to knock them down a peg because you healed and you grew. And you was like, hold up, I was placing too much damn value in you. And honestly, Spirit is saying these people wasn't even doing nothing to get all this honor you were giving them. That's the crazy thing about it. They was doing the bare minimum. Oh, but you got the mage right after that. This the magician. They have the magic stick or the magic clit or some shit. And you was just wrapped up in it. They cast a spell on your ass, girl or guy, whoever is resonating. They had you under pure seduction is what I'm hearing with this Three of Swords in reverse. But you come out of it. And you are reigning now as the magician. You learning how to turn that power, that pain into power, transforming things. You know, making shit happen. Mm-hmm. Now you feeling like a rock star here with the Knight of Wands. Now you feeling good. Now you like in your power. You feeling real good. You like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna be out. Like, so a lot of you guys are probably just in this space where you're finally showing your skills. And it's making you feel like this rock star. You know what I mean? I like it. Oh shit, it's my phone, y'all. Woo! Success. And it's low key like the Six of Pentacles. So some of you guys have been really concerned about if you're going to have the resources that you need, the backing that you need in certain endeavors in your lives, if you're going to have, you know, financial support. Yes. Yes, you are. Okay? Yes. You need to stop worrying. Like that Seven of Swords in reverse we talked about. Stop worrying because you could actually be like the pain in your own life and not seeing the support and the backing that you have around you. But if you had got kind of tripped up for a minute, this is confirmation that things are going to go smoothly. You're going to have the help that you need. You just have to do your part and stay focused. You got the Wheel of Fortune, swiftness in reverse. So this is basically saying, be patient. With swiftness in reverse, it's like, yeah, things may not happen like right away, super fast, like you want them to. But with the success card here, it's still going to be okay. It's just going to be on divine timing, not your time. Don't force the will, because if you force the will, you might break it. It's set on divine timing, so it has certain clicks and ticks within the rotation of it. So if you try to force it, you could fuck it up and break it, and then have to repeat certain cycles over and over until the will is fixed again, and then things start to turn in your favor. So right now you need to just step back and let divine timing and divine order do what it has to do for you, because you're still going to have that success. It's just not going to be overnight for some of you. For some of you, it is going to be overnight. It's going to seem overnight because you have been putting in so much work with the swiftness in reverse. So when things pop off, it might seem overnight, but it's not. You got gain coming out. Oh, wait. Sorry. You got gain coming out here. And this is like the Nine of Pentacles. Okay? So we just talked about here with the victory and the swiftness in reverse. Like, you are still building. You're in the building stages of things. And it's like it's going to reap success. For some of you guys, there's like a chaotic energy within your home that you need to flush out so that you can restabilize, okay? Um but it's time to just you see how she's got like the cucumbers on her eyes. She's just chilling in this nice little body of water. This is time for you to relax, heal, power up, because there's a lot of changes that are coming in. You need to start getting more in tune with your home, the sounds, the smells, the noises, the creaks and the movement of your home. Your living space in general is calling for you to really rebond with it, because a lot of energies have come in and shifted within your living space. So it's time to flush those things out and to restabilize things. Put some salt in front of your front door, on your welcome mat, or under your welcome mat too, I'm hearing. So yeah, it's time to stabilize your home and your personal environment. Damn, it's only been 27 minutes. Oh shit. You got valor here coming out with abundance in reverse. Damn, I feel like even though you being successful and doing what you gotta do, there's some people around you that don't want to see you abundant, man. There's some people around you that want to keep you fighting and quarreling for happiness because they don't have it on their own. A weird ass vibe. It's like people standing around cheering for you to fail. This could be family, friends, people on social media, whatever I'm hearing. But it's like you got this endurance here, though, even if people are cheering and toasting to your failure. I'll tell you, whatever they're paying attention to is going to eventually turn into a circumstance, situation in their own lives. So if people are cheering for your failure, they're actually cheering for their own failure, and that's what's going to happen. You know. Yeah, because with the gourmet chef in reverse, this is the Knight of Disc. Whatever they're cheering for you is going to come to a complete halt in their own lives. So if they're wishing like financial failure on you, their finances with this Knight of Disc in reverse is going to come to a halt. If they're cheering for your energy to fail, theirs is going to be extremely depleted. So if you feeling like this about somebody, and whoever on this live that's feeling like this about somebody, this is gonna happen for you. All right, so you need to be mindful, because one thing that people like to ignore when they on some bullshit or some negative ass vibes, they like to ignore the karma of that. And karma is an old age fucking tool or whatever. You know what I mean? So it really does exist. So whoever's in this vibe needs to know that they're stopping their own success and victory by wishing defeat and low shit on other people. And that's just the reality of it, because you're giving your power away. See, like, it takes a lot of power and energy to really focus and try to wish bad on people. But some people operate in that energy all the time, so it's nothing for them. It's for some people, it takes more energy for them to just let people and things be and like focus on themselves. That takes more energy from people than it does when they're, you know, focusing on others and wishing bad on others, because that's their frequency. That's their energy signature, to be a fucking hater or to be a ill wisher. You know what I mean? So that's cool for them. They feel good in that vibe. And they don't really see how everything has stopped around them. They don't see, you know, the poison food they're eating. They don't see how they're pouring poison into their own sauce. You know what I mean? So never try to fucking sit around and rack your brain to figure out, well, why would somebody even wish bad on me? Well, why would somebody even be... Don't worry about that. Just know that that frequency exists. And, you know, a lot of the times people be like, opposites attract when they trying to hook up or fuck with somebody or be in a relationship with somebody. But then when it comes to the law of attraction and shit happen to people, they don't want to recognize that opposites attract in that realm too. So whenever a negative vibe comes towards you, or somebody that don't mean no good comes towards you, contrarians try to like attribute that shit to who you are as a person or your character, when all the while you ain't even fucking with nobody. So if you're going to sit around and believe that opposites attract when it comes to love, then you need to know that opposites attract when it comes to all realms. And that's just how it go. So, you know what I'm saying? You could wish whatever you want on somebody. Just make sure you fucking covering your own end. Because that shit will flip back around to you. Yeah, you got disappointment in reverse. So it's like I just said, all that shit that was sent to you is being like sent back to these other people. You're being renewed. You about to feel like way better. You know, shit ain't gonna be heavy. A lot of the things that you thought were done for you, you thought that shit was a wash. It's not, with disappointment in reverse. Okay? You have to be given a second chance at some things. Oh, shit. Sorry. Hold up now. You got the Chariot in reverse. So a lot of you guys need to slow down, man. Because you know what happens when you rushing? When you rushing, you lose money. I remember when I was like 17. No, maybe. No, wait. I was 19, right? And I was rushing to the bus stop, right? I think I was going to like Barnes and Nobles or the mall or some shit like that. But whatever. I was rushing and I was running down the street to get on the bus, fucked around and lost $178 and didn't realize it till I got to the bus stop and was about to pay my money to get on, and my money was gone. And then I walked back like the way I was going because I had only walked a certain path and my money wasn't there. And that shit, like as an earth sign about that coin, that shit pissed me off because even to this day I still remember I lost $178 running to the bus stop for nothing. It wasn't like I was about to jump on the bus and go do something, whatever. I was just going to go probably spend that $178 on some bullshit. But whatever I was going to spend it on, that really don't matter. It's the fact that I was rushing and not taking stock of what was going on. Had my money in my jeans and I got really big hips, so I'm running and the money just ran. Like elders always used to say, your money will run if you don't push it down your pocket or put it in your purse. And my money ran up out my pocket. And it was because I was running up out my pocket. I was rushing to do some shit and I should have just been chill. So when you're not in the moment, you losing time, you losing energy, you losing important things. So I say all that to say, like, just stay centered, stay in the moment, slow down, with the chariot in reverse. Like, don't be in such a hurry to solidify some shit, especially with you guys that's trying to get into relationships real quick. You talk to a motherfucker like 3 days, 3 weeks, and you already think that they got to be your soulmate, your twin flame, or they got to be the one. Slow down. Sometimes you just got to enjoy shit. Sometimes you just got to be in the moment. Sometimes that person ain't your soulmate. Sometimes that person ain't your twin flame. But y'all have a good vibe and everything is chill. And that's how we don't have associates. And that's how we don't have people to partner up with, like that Two of Cups earlier. Because we're so busy trying to make somebody the one, trying to make some shit happen, trying to force the wheel, like I talked about with that chariot in reverse. You got to slow down, let things just happen. A lot of you guys are being called to slow down. A lot of you guys don't like to slow down. And then you find yourself in these fucked up situations. And then hindsight is always 100. So then you like, man, if only I would have. I didn't have to do that all quick. I didn't have to jump in and like cancel all that out. And just slow down in the first place and calculate everything. Because that night of this that came out in reverse is like, you not taking time to calculate your steps and to really see what you get yourself into. You just wrapped up in the excitement and shit, but not really calculating what can manifest from it. Let's show you. Ace of Discs comes out. So, on just plain as day, a lot of you guys are going to be receiving financial blessings. Things that you didn't even know that was coming in are going to start for you. Financial security, like that restart we talked about earlier. A lot of you guys are going to be on the upswing of that. And this is going to be that financial security, that new thing to start that nest egg or that business with is what I'm hearing. For some of you guys, you're going to be getting a nice sum of money to where you can put into something to get it going or to sustain it or to get products, supplies, what have you. Okay? And I like that because honestly, this is what you need. And we already talked about relationships and business partnerships being successful. You got the painter in reverse. Step your shit up, man. Get back in the lab. Start recreating. Write that book. Write that short story. Write that song, that poem. Create that painting. Make that video. Take those photos. Write those recipes. Write that cookbook. Stop sitting around putting out your fucking fire. Okay? Don't let past failures, past delays, past heartbreaks, losses keep you from expressing what like breathes within you. Passion. A lot of y'all that fuck with me are artists on so many levels. And you can't keep stifling that just because you've been through something. We all been through something. I've been through something. Some things, okay? But I still express and talk to you guys and show y'all my creations. If I looked like what I've been through or let what I've been through stop me, man, I'd be a fucking dumbass. Express yourself. Come out of this withholding bitter ass energy and vibe. Okay? You got the death card coming out. It's time to transform. It's time to transition into new realms. Look at this. This is like rebirth on a whole nother level. It's time. And you gotta work on your communication. Because a lot of you have been through shit. So when you talk to people, you already on a defense, or you just already waiting to be offended. And a lot of the times the people that are talking to you ain't even looking to offend you. But you just come across unapproachable as fuck. And I feel like some of you like to be seen that way because it's a protection for you. But that also will keep you from valuable opportunities. Yeah. Oh, I meant to tell you. You got the hangman here in reverse. It's time to change your perspective. Changing your perspective of things will also change the way you communicate with people. Some of you guys are boxed in into your own timeline, your own schedule, your own life. So this Queen of Swords energy in reverse, you come across real brash to people. And you don't even know it because it's an energy that you're used to existing in, but some people don't respond well to that. And then they just not going to fuck with you at all. And then with this painter in reverse, that's like now you can't even express yourself fully. Now your ideas and goals and movements you was trying to make fall away because you don't know how to communicate. Because the swords is communication, mental energy is how we relate and shit. So this is painter is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So you gotta watch how you talking to people too, because a lot of people don't resonate with that shit. And maybe it's like something that's like close to you or whatever you're used to doing. But for other people that it just pushes them away. With the journalist in reverse, this is the Prince of Wands. This makes people not want to advance with you, take chances with you, invest in you, give you ideas, leads, information. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that because a lot of people are set in their ways and they're just like, this is how I am. I talk to everybody like that. But then when you find yourself not having nobody to talk to at all, then it's going to resonate with you. So watch your communication. No matter what you've been through, don't take that shit out on another person. Don't impose standards on someone else. You got the moon here coming up. I love this card. So a lot of you guys have been doing your rituals. You have been tapping into that higher frequency, higher self. You know, we just had that new moon. So a lot of you guys have been really, I feel like, doing altar work, taking care of your ancestors, taking care of yourself on a spiritual level. You're getting to know yourself on such a deep level. Nobody ain't gonna be able to tell you who you are because you already gonna know. You already know. So anybody coming in to try to like tell you who you are based on their perception with the hangman in reverse, I feel like you're not buying it. You like, nah, that's just your perception of me, but I know who I am. I know the core of me. I know what I'm bringing here to this whatever. You know what I mean? So I feel like you really are getting to know yourself on a deep ass level. A lot of you guys are revealing secrets about yourself to yourself. And what I mean by that is you're allowing yourself to process things that happened to you a while ago with this moon, maybe things in childhood. A lot of you guys are having visions from yourself in other lives. It's a lot of deep spiritual resonance and shit, and all kind of paranormal activity going on with you guys with this moon card. Yeah, I keep being drawn to it. It's like you're taming the beast within. If you look, uh she's like taming two grotesque looking creatures next to her, but she's at peace with the moon and the ladder above her. So it's like, yeah, you guys are climbing, really getting into that higher self. So I'm telling you, all lower vibes and entities are going to be falling away from you. A lot of shit I'm hearing is going to be returned to sender. Okay. Yeah, return to sender with this power of reverse. So whatever hold that was on you, whatever felt like a bad vibe, that power is being lost. Whatever um strong like hold or energy that was being focused towards you is now being returned to sender. And these people, these entities, this vibe is losing it has lost, excuse me, thank you spirit, has lost its hold over you, power over you, because you've done the shadow work here with this moon card. Ashe. 10 of Cups. So yeah, reuniting with self. A lot of abundance coming in, good times. You see the rainbows everywhere. This is like a promise of safety, you know. Yeah. You've got the Prince of Disc here with the Truth card. So now this is a promise of your energy being restored to you, things being granted to you, good news coming in. Okay, good news coming in. If you look at this guy, he's got his thumb up. There's like computer screens behind him. His jacket's thrown over his shoulder, almost in the energy of, yeah, I did it. I got the shit done. With the Truth card here, like we talked about, these are deals going well for you. Okay, these are deals going well for you. These are good contracts being formed. Okay. And this guy is the Prince of Disc, and this here is like the day trader. So for him to have his thumb up, this is definitely confirmation that this is the green light. It's time to, receive um positive results from the work that you've put in here. Because this truth card is like the Four of Swords, right? And so this is like a vibe of like, okay, I got things done here with the Prince of Disc, so now I can relax. And we had already talked about this. Yeah. You guys got ruin in reverse here. You're bouncing back. I'm telling you, turning that pain into power, righting the wrongs that have been going on in your life, really just stepping into your power. I really feel it. So, whatever you felt like had, like I said earlier, had really took you down. That ruin is being reversed. If you look at this shit, it low key look like some type of ritual or spell that had been put around. And with this being in reverse, this spell, this energy that had been sent to you is now being returned to sender, definitely. So for those of you who have felt heavy, this is like the Ten of Swords. Okay, so those of you who have felt heavy, betrayed, this is low key like some workings that have been done on you guys. Okay, that shit has been reversed, like we already talked about several times. This is like the third confirmation. Okay, so things are definitely turning around and easing up. You're leaving that cycle of pain, destruction, failure, whatever you were going through, and stepping into a time of delight and happiness and abundance, because these are two tens. So this is the ending and the beginning here for you. Um, you got strife here in reverse. This is like the Five of Wands. So yeah, another confirmation. Any jealousy, backstabbing, bullshit, gossip, drama, it has fallen away from you. It's literally returned to sender. Okay. We already talked about you beating out the competition, so there again, that's another confirmation. Let's see, and then we're gonna get into the oracles, and then we'll be done. Yeah, because a lot of you guys had some injustices done towards you with the justice in reverse, but you have the art here in the upright position, which is like the temperance. So with this justice in reverse, whatever disjustices that have been done towards you are now being made right here with the art card in the upright position. So now you are going to start to express yourself, free yourself. Okay? You're going to start to free yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your outcome is the devil in reverse. Okay? Look at this fool. This fool looked like somebody unsuspecting, huh? Nah, not to me. Look at this fool. Horns is literally like drawn into the wall. So like you have been stuck for a while. He got a little cigarette in his hand, arm popped up. This fool had got comfortable in your energy. But something changed. Something changed, something changed. And that's why it's coming out in reverse. You're releasing those codependent energies, those toxic vibes, people, those holes that was on you. I'm telling you, y'all. And I know a lot of you that are tapping into this reading are high priestesses. So this is really going to resonate with you. This devil in reverse means these holes that were on you are done. Power in reverse. Hold is over. Ruin in reverse. I'm telling you, whatever was given to you is going back to where it came from. This devil in reverse ending this portion. This is letting me know that shit's about to get better for you. The load is being lightened. You won't feel pulled to certain shit anymore. Some of you gonna be sleeping better. All right, let's get some oracle cards, guys. I love y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to my moderators again. Everybody that's been sticking in this live for this long. Thank you. You know, I'm real happy for you too. I'm real happy for you because I feel like it's been a long time coming. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on for you. It's so much going on for you that people can't even see it on the physical of you. Okay? There's so much going on for you that had been going on for you. Even if you would have told somebody, they wouldn't have been able to respond or understand it. One more time, y'all. Working on a weekend like usual. All right. Okay. So the first card you guys got was Lady with a Bosch Egg, Ancient Wisdom. And then what's so funny is I was just saying like there's some high priestesses on this live who are gonna be really resonating with this message. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Okay, and so for me, this card really represents the high priestess. That's why I brought that up before I even get into the meaning. So yeah. This card says it may feel to you that you are receiving wisdom from ancient sources, that some of its energy may feel unfamiliar to you, even dark. It is likely that you are receiving messages from times when people like you, misfits, mystics, were oppressed and punished for their natural gifts. Explore at this time something to do with the Renaissance or medieval times and understand that knowledge was brought through to you. A very fortunate being living in a very fortunate time. Keep it safe, learn all that you can, explore esoteric symbology, the history of magic, and spirituality. Know that now you are safe and you may wish to keep silent about certain practices. Oh my God. Didn't I say this? I said this earlier before okay, let me read it one more time, y'all. It may feel that you are receiving wisdom from ancient sources and that some of its energy may feel unfamiliar to you, even dark. It is likely that you are receiving messages from times when people like you, misfits and mystics, were oppressed and punished for their natural gifts. Explore at this time something to do with Renaissance or medieval times and understand that the knowledge was brought through you to a very fortunate being in a very fortunate time. Keep it safe. Learn all that you can. Explore esoteric symbology, the symbology, the history of magic and spirituality. Know that while you are safe, you may wish to keep silent about certain practices. Boom. So, like we talked about earlier, keep shit to yourself. All these upgrades you're going through, all these revelations that are coming to you, you definitely need to watch certain movies, certain TV shows. You have to dive into Greek mythology. Now, a lot of Greek mythology has been stolen from African stories, spirituality, traditions, and things of that nature. So know that when you are diving into Greek mythology, you have to be open minded. You have to be ready to like learn certain stories and see how they really took place. You have to really dive into that ancient knowledge, which is the Akashic records, which the high priestess is granted privilege to. So the lady with the Bosch egg is definitely on that level as the high priestess, just in a different vibe. So, like we talked about, you're gonna have feelings, gut feelings, aha moments. You know this, you just feel this. You know what I mean? Your power is extremely strong as well. So you're gonna be able to manifest your thoughts quickly. So be mindful of what you think and what you usher in, what you allow in, what you entertain. Okay. The next card you got was Carnivorous Flower Fairy. A tempting offer has a high price. Woo! And what we talked about with that player type card we had earlier. I'm telling you, be careful with who you accept offers from, what you agree to, what you go into. Be mindful. All right. This card says you may observe someone speaking cruelly about others, sending out toxic energy, seeming to feel extremely entitled to money, family, life force, and attention, but unable to create their own. They treat themselves rather like royalty and as if others are servants whose purpose is to fulfill their wishes. They can be charming and cunning because they do want you to do something for them. They spend much of their time trying to feed off others. And if you deny this, they become very angry. Narcissistic, they see you as a source for them, a way of getting something. This is sad, but even sadder if you allow yourself to be their victim. This could indicate either a person or a workplace or a belief system that is demanding, all consuming, and almost cult like in its practices and ethics. Whatever and whomever the carnivorous flower fairy represents, it is a dangerous alliance to contemplate. Do not get too close. Observe and learn if you must. Do not become an experiment. They will bite you and they will try to take from you. It is their very nature. Yo, what did we talk about earlier? I'm telling you, I can't make this shit up. We talked about this. Like, this is how some people move. That carnivorous fairy flower. They may think, you may think that they're all timid and loving and shit, but these motherfuckers is feeding off of you, spirit eating, energy eating. I'm telling you, don't approach everybody that come towards you. That's why I was saying earlier, don't put no I don't like no titles on me. I don't like none of that shit. Ain't no cult like vibe. Like, I believe in the occult, but I'm not trying to run no fucking fake ass synthetic cult. Like, I don't like to be a part of none of that shit. And I'm telling you, stay away from vibes like that. And don't go into vibes like that on other people. Take everybody as an experience, enjoy that experience, and move forward. You ain't got to be associated with everything. You ain't got to be connected to everything. Everything ain't got to be every fucking thing. Yo, I'm just saying. Because you got some people out here that will, this card said, they will bite you and they will try to take from you. It's their very nature. That's that spirit eating. People want you to be entertaining them and feeding them constantly. We're in a consumer ass era right now. Everything is up for consumption. Energy is up for consumption at the right price. So yeah. Fall back a little bit, y'all. A whole lot of it. Alright. Let's get the last card. All right. The last card is Witch at the End of the World. An important end, a new beginning. This card says, experience an important and significant rearrangement of life on a personal or global level, affecting power sources, systems, and relationships. Changes in law, legal systems, the economy, values, and beliefs. There may be a need to be able to live more simply and in harmony with nature. There is nothing to be frightened of, only a voyage to weather, and you'll make it through. Okay, there's nothing to be frightened of, only a voyage to weather, and you will make it through to the other side of the storm. The changes are part of your journey to a fifth dimensional world of the shift to a more peaceful planet where shadows and light are loved and accepted. All is well, and the little witch will keep this world safe till we reach the other side of these changes. All is well, all is well, all is well. Oh, man. And wasn't we just talking about the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension and beyond? Like, I'm telling you, things are changing and evolving faster than you think. Days have been fucking years for a long time now. Everything is catching up. Divine beings who are in tune, like I said, with your own energy signature and the energy around you, you guys are bearing witness to this change. And sometimes you're going to see and hear things that others don't. You're going to feel vibes that others don't. But it's all part of your divine plan. Okay? So don't waste your time trying to prove to others what you feel, what you see, what you know. Okay? Just move with it and get out the way. Y'all know I've been saying for years we got to prepare, stay out the way, tap into that those higher dimensions, because this is where we're going. This is the move. And it's not no fucking trend. It's a soul thing. You can't fake this vibe. Okay? You can't fake it. And even if you try to fake it, the mask gonna fall off. Okay? You cannot. You cannot fake it. Justice in the upright position as the final card. I was just shuffling to put them back in the deck, but things are being made right. You know that little saying or verse that the meek shall inherit the earth? The meek is fierce, though. Don't let the word meek fool you. The meek just became meek because they didn't dealt with so much bullshit and fought so many damn spiritual and physical battles that they had no choice but to become the meek, because they learned where the greater fight really exists, within self, that shadow, and that balance. So don't let that shit fool you. The meek inherit the earth. Don't think the meek are weak, because the meek are going to be the warriors that's going to be able to lead you. Okay? So just because somebody not all boasty and crass and shit, don't think they're not of this new alignment that's coming in. All right? Okay, guys, that was your random read. I love you guys so much. Thank you to all my moderators. Thank you to all my new subbies, my standing subbies. Shout out to everybody that's been booking with me. My calendar is now open for June. The first and the second week has already got booked up. So if you want to link with me, and let me give you some encouraging shit or just whatever the fuck you need to hear, DM me. Been lagging on my emails, y'all. Been lagging. Look, I got 3 pages, okay, and 2 emails. So I'm only one person, but I'm trying to get to everybody. I love y'all. You know what I mean? I fucking love y'all. Y'all my soul tribe. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you again for tuning in and sticking out the whole live with me. Love you guys. Sending you love, peace, and balance.